Hey, my name is Ricky Pastana. I'm a filmmaker slash YouTuber, and this is my creative space for making videos. Not only that I love watching YouTube studio tours, I love going into the minds of the creators and seeing what they use and why they use it. So I wanted to break down this little area. This is a 2-bedroom apartment, and I needed a space where I can articulate my thoughts and share my creative ideas into the world for you. So let's break it down and have some fun. As you can already tell, there's a lot going on in this studio. I wanted to utilize every square inch. And I just wanted to make it look cool. I'm from the East Coast, so I love graffiti and just little pieces that make me feel creative. So I do want to break down this area first. So moving into this space, it was mandatory to have a couch. Reason being is I can note take, I can journal, I can read, I can surf on my laptop and just be comfortable, and have other people over to, make them feel comfortable as well. Now, I call this little area the Nostal Wall. Reason being is because there's pieces from the 80s, the 90s, and even early 2000s, and I was born in 1996, so having pieces of technology bringing me back to a kid just amplifies that creative, childlike, mind in me, and I love nostalgia pieces, so that's why I put that there. Now it does say on the bottom of this couch right here, it says create and make something. I feel like as creatives, we get so caught up in our brain of thinking, oh, that idea sucks, or this isn't good enough. So this is a constant reminder to just keep going. Who cares if it's bad? Who cares if it's good? Just make something. That is one of my favorite albums, Joey Badass 1999. Such a good one. But yeah, it's like little pieces like that, that brings me back to my childhood, like 14, 15 in high school. Some good times there. Now moving over here, I got my Minolta. This is a camera from 1985. I still have over here an iPhone 5. Like, when do you see these anymore? It's just so cool to have. And having historical pieces of technology is really awesome in my eyes. I got like a little Polaroid. This is a Spectra Polaroid. My grandmother bought this for my mom, and it still works and it's still in such good condition. So I want to get some photos with that later down in the road, but film is so expensive. It's like $20 for 8 shots. It's pretty insane. This is my first camera that I started with this YouTube channel with. This is a Sony a7 II, and man, the memories I have with this, it still works, and I have some ideas that I want to use this with for future videos. I don't throw away any technology, I keep them. Insta360, I got a vinyl player over here so I can listen to some old, vinyls. And then this is a recent ad. This is a old television with a VCR player in it. I absolutely love it. And over the holidays, my friends gifted me a PS2, and that hits the soul because that was my childhood right there. Now, when I first moved into this space, I had everything unorganized, and I got frustrated and actually made our charging wall. Everything is where it should be, and this wall can charge drones, microphones, controllers, camcorders, to camera batteries, and having things organized helps your creative flow better. So this is why I built it, and everything is right where it should be. Behind me there are 2 electric skateboards. That way I can just navigate through the city, and a regular cruiser board so I can just push around and get some exercise. If you guys don't know, skateboarding was a huge part of my life, and I really want to keep that aspect alive. So fun. I do have a Joker hand-painted skateboard as well that I did, and an Itachi skateboard as well. Naruto fans, Itachi. Such a good character. So I don't think I ever told you this, but maybe I have, I don't remember. But I went to school for carpentry. It was like a vocational school where you'd switch from academics to a trade. And the trade I chose at the time was carpentry. And I guess a lot of my style comes from that because it's embedded in me. People did say that this studio does have like an industrial feeling to it, and I can agree with that. But one of my teachings from carpentry was to keep things organized and put things back where you found them. And with any wood shop or metal shop, things are just laid out in a way where you can simply just grab and go, like I mentioned before. And the wall behind me has everything that you need, from backpacks to tape to pencils to drills, just manual things where you can work with your hands. That's where that, inspiration comes from, is carpentry. So yeah, having this is very crucial, and honestly, it's cool to have things that are you, and it really shows what your personality is like and where your history comes from. You know how I do my talking heads right here? If you are a constant watcher of this channel, I recently put this up here, and I really wanted to talk to you about something that's kind of important to me. This camera literally started it all for me. Now, this is if you don't know, this is a Sony VX2100. Now there's 3 versions. There's a 1000, 2000, and 2100. I'm trying to get my hands on all 3 of them, but they're super hard to come by, and when you do have one, keep it. I'm a huge advocate for Sony because what I'm about to share with you is cool. Again, I told you I skateboarded for 8 years, and I could never really afford cameras back then. But my filmer friends at the time had one, and I was always so interested. It was just really cool to see them use this camera, and it just reminds me of where it all started for me, of my love for filmmaking and making videos. So it's a piece that holds dear to me, and I figured I'd share that because it's really cool. So knowing that I couldn't afford those Big Daddy cameras back then, I was only like 13, 14 years old. But there was one Christmas where my grandmother and mom got me this camera right here. And this camera is called the Sony DCR DVD 650. And when I received this camera, this is the original one that I got from Christmas that day, my love for filmmaking was just infinite. I get really emotional talking about these cameras because they hold so dear to my heart, but I still incorporate this camera in my videos to this day. It's just a piece of style that I still want to hold true. And this is not sponsored. I really wish it was, but this is why Sony is such a great brand for me. Just Sony as a company is just, I just remember it as a kid, and I still use a Sony to this day. Sony, hook me up. It'd be a dream come true, but man, I love filmmaking so much. All right, we're bringing it back in. I got a little sidetracked, my bad. But this is my editing booth. This is where all the magic happens. This is where all the YouTube videos get created. And this is where all my ideas come from. So this desk was handmade. It was made from recycling pallets. Just wood cut up and made it into a desk. And then above it, you got like a whiteboard. I do have YouTube goals. I would love to hit 5,000 subscribers. And then I do have a new goal. I'm gonna start posting on Instagram more. And I would love to hit 5,000 followers on that. Then going up, I've made a shelf with little trinkets, and I really think trinkets add character to who you are, and maybe people can connect with it. Like for instance, I love the Joker. I got that up there. You know, got a little Lego New York City, and then just this cat right here. Can I get it? Where are you? Boom, right there. That represents good luck, and I really love the Asian culture. And I am going to Tokyo, Japan for my 30th birthday, which is a year and a half from now. So I can't wait for that. But yeah, that's it for this side. Last but not least, I want to talk about this table. This is made from recycled pallets. I really love the idea of build over buy or just get it secondhand because one, you save money, and two, it just looks cooler. Now, this table has a lot of features. I can do talking heads and I can do overhead shots. These are made with 2 C clamps, and then I made this at work with scrap metal with stainless, and I just put 1/4 threads on it. So it works very well. And then it's on wheels, so I can maneuver the desk wherever way I want to orientate it for a specific video. So yeah, this pretty much wraps up the studio tour. If you have any questions, let me know. I would love to answer them. That way I could help you out if you have any specific questions, or if you want to get any ideas. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy New Year, by the way, too.